Hello world. Good morning. Good morning, you beautiful people. How you doing? Another beautiful day, Friday. And today is what? Let's see here. The 29th of January. So Monday will be the 1st of February. Wow, time flies. How you people doing? All right, let's do this. So, I remember when Xbox came out with Game Pass, with Xbox Game Pass, and people were some people were judgmental and running their mouth. But since Microsoft hired out Phil Spencer, they've been rolling ever since. And Xbox Game Pass has grown. A lot of people like it. Xbox Live, Xbox Game Pass. Pick your poison. I mean, pick one. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, um, Xbox Game Pass is really good, man. It's really good because you're getting your game right then and there. It's like Game Pass is like the Netflix of video games. You gotta have them. You gotta have it. You gotta have Steam. It's like you gotta have Steam, Game Pass, Netflix, or is it Steam, Netflix, Game Pass, or is it Steam, Epic Store, Game Pass, Netflix, however you want to do it. But Game Pass is going strong, man. It's going strong, and let's not forget that Bethesda deal that Microsoft that Microsoft that Bethesda deal is going to help it out a whole lot too. You know, and it's growing, man. Listen to this: Xbox Game Pass driving revenue at Microsoft after crossing 18 18 million subscribers. 18 million subscribers. That is good. That is good. That is that is impressive, man. That is impressive. And they're doing their thing, man. You know, they're updating the store with new games. To keep it going, man. And people like it. A lot of people like it. A lot of people that are Xbox users like it. Of course, you might got some PlayStation fans that have a PlayStation, but they might have an Xbox One or Xbox Series X, and they're using Game Pass because they like it. Anyway, so it says here, Xbox Game Pass has amassed over 18 million subscribers, according to Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella. The latest milestone means the Netflix like subscription, like I just said, service, which offers access to Xbox Game Studios, release and a selection of third-party titles for a monthly fee, has added 3 million users since September 2020, when it boasted 15 million subscribers. Nadella also indicated that the broader Xbox Live service is in good health, touting 100 million monthly active users like myself across the entire online ecosystem. It's unclear though how many of those are Xbox Live Gold subscribers. I'm one of them. That 100 million MAU figure is also useful to keep in mind given Xbox's recent failed push to raise the price for Xbox Live Gold 1 month, 3 month, and 6 month subscription tiers. The price hike was reversed less than a day after it announcement following the negative feedback online, though there is no mention of this in the call with investors. And what else? And it says we are gaining console shares as gamers recognize the value of our broader ecosystem. He continued during an earning call. We are transforming how games are distributed, played, and viewed, bringing the cloud gaming in Game Pass to iOS devices and Windows PC over the next few months. So, Xbox Game Pass is doing pretty good. Steam got 25 million, like subscribers. Game Pass has 18 million. 18 million. Uh, was it Epic Store got 100, I think 120 users. So when it's all, and Netflix got a huge number. So when it's all said and done, it all comes down to the user base, And Game Pass is pretty good. So Microsoft is just trying to improve it day by day, Now with that price hike in the Xbox Live, I did a video about that, and then now that I think of it, if Xbox Live was like what, $70 for an entire year, I would pay for it. I think that's a good deal. $70 for an entire year to use the online service. An entire year is $70. That is nothing. That's a good deal. So Xbox Live is still good, and Xbox Game Pass is like the icing on the cake. So, and Game Pass is like Netflix, and they're adding more games to the library as time goes on, and users are coming in by the ones and the twos, and that subscriber base is growing. So yeah, Xbox is doing pretty good, man. And then Microsoft has that this week on Xbox, so that ties into the Game Pass, because with this week on Xbox, you get to see the games that they're about to add to the Xbox Game Pass, and then it goes from there. So Microsoft is doing pretty good, man. I remember, I think this CEO of Sony was saying that they are going to try to come up with something to compete with Game Pass, but Microsoft already got the title Game Pass, and that sealed it. You come up with a title called Game Pass that deals with video games. It's kind of hard to beat that title and that name. So Sony got their work cut out for them when it comes to having like a Netflix like like a Game Pass. They got their work cut out for them. But right now, Microsoft is doing pretty good, man. And they're always working on their infrastructures. They're always working on it. Always. Coming up with new ideas, new features, and that I just watched this week on Xbox, and they're doing pretty good, man. When Phil Spencer said sales ain't the end all be all to video games. This is what he was talking about. He was letting Sony and Nintendo know, like, look, there is more to video games than just sales. There's more to video games than just sales, And some gamers get tired of hearing about sales numbers, man, because what's the point of having sales numbers if you don't have like a good infrastructure, So when Phil Spencer said sales ain't the end all be all to video games, he was talking about he was really talking about the infrastructure. And if you look at the infrastructure of the Xbox One, man, you see how good they're doing. They're doing pretty well, man. And plus, Xbox is running off the window. Xbox Windows. So it's like a match made in heaven, man. So yeah, they're doing pretty good, man. And good to see them progressing. Maybe Nintendo need to learn something from them. Sony need to learn something from Microsoft. Sony and Nintendo need to learn from Microsoft. You can't just keep coming out with a console and just keep pushing sale all the time, and you ain't got no substance and you ain't got no depth to what you got. You ain't saying nothing. So like I was telling people that with Nintendo, they had it when they had the Wii U. They had everything with the Wii U. The Wii U was just missing the GameCube, and if they would have the infrastructure was there, so all they were missing was the GameCube. And if they would have just refreshed the Wii U and stopped making stop making lies, stop being lazy, and stop making excuses, they would have been they would have been better off right now. Because right now with the Switch, all they're having is headaches. And then Sony, they had a backwards compatibility thing with the PlayStation 3. They should have moved it over to the PlayStation 4, kept using it, and then work on their infrastructure. But they took backwards compatibility for granted. So Microsoft is like, okay, since you two are taking this backwards compatibility thing for granted, let us show you what backwards compatibility can do. And when they have games running at 60 to 120 frames a second, it sends shockwave across the game industry. Because most, YouTubers, they were saying that backwards. They started to say they were saying that backwards compatibility weren't no good. But now they're trying to change their tune. But Microsoft, when Microsoft hired Phil Spencer, and they took that backwards compatibility and said, okay, you can take your old games and run them at 60 to 120 frames a second. Checkmate. Okay, so yeah, Microsoft is doing pretty good, man, and they're moving right along. They're moving right along. So it's good to see them doing pretty good with this Game Pass. Hope they're gonna keep it up and just keep moving. And plus, Final Fantasy VII the remake is going to Game Pass. That's what I'm really waiting on too. Final Fantasy VII the remake. So yeah, looking forward to that game. So lots to look forward to. Plus, there's the Elder Scrolls expansion. I mean, they're just doing their thing, and then seeing Sony and Nintendo need to stop taking things for granted and watch what Microsoft is doing, because Microsoft is moving, man. They're moving. Make no mistake about it, man. They're moving. But anyway, I'm going to leave a link in the description box for this article so you guys can look at it. And nice talking to you people again. Chris, still a Star Wars and Star Trek thing. Bored, dark side. Gone. Peace.